from anywhere in the world. As long as you have a drink, it's Happy Half Hour. All right. How about that intro music? Another banger.
Just so good. So
Nothing
good.
like it. Chill.
Right in the ears.
We're back again here. Toast. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Back with another great episode of Happy Half Hour. Took a couple weeks off with various things going on, but we're here tonight. As always, here tonight with Kyle. Kyle, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thrilled to be back. You know, feeling refreshed after our break and ready to get back at it.
Yeah. And dare I say, as always with us, Tyler is here tonight.
Ooh, promotion.
What an honor.
How are you, Tyler?
I'm wonderful. I'm even better now. I mean, intro like that. Officially made it.
Yeah. Love having you. So we got a great episode in store today, starting it with, a little bit of a story. I don't remember if we talked about this or not, but it's going to lead into the first question. But recently, I became the second person on this podcast to fall down my stairs.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. We're honored to have you.
Just a tough stairs there. And my tumble was a little worse than yours, Kyle. But yeah, took a tumble, but it made me wonder, what's the dumbest or weirdest injury that you guys have sustained?
You want me to go first, Kyle?
It doesn't matter. You can, sure.
Okay. I'm really excited about this question. So for me, it was when I tried to take up golfing. My friends were all golfing, and they were like, "Hey, I was terrible. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get some clubs." I got some women's clubs from Costco that I used, split them with my mom, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I'd go out and golf with them, and I'd just swing away, do whatever. And so I'm with a couple of guys that are pretty good, and some of my oldest friends, and my drive goes out on. That was the only thing I could hit with was the driver because it's just the biggest face. It's not going straight, but it's going. And my ball lands on a tree, on the mulch of a tree, about 2 feet out from the tree, maybe 2 yards. And I was just like, well, what do I do here, guys? And my buddy's just like, hey man, your drivers looked really good today. Just swing away. And I'm like, okay, yeah, seems reasonable. And so I just lined up. I wind up, hit it as hard as I can. Last thing I remember is the ding of the ball hitting the club. Some of the best contact of a golf ball you'll ever hear. And I wake up on the ground and there's just blood everywhere.
Oh, God.
And I'm standing, I'm looking around. I was like, what happened? There's just blood gushing out of my face. And I look over and all three of my friends are lying on the ground crying, laughing. I was like, what could, and one of them came over and he's like, so the ball hit the tree and came back and hit you in the face. And he's like,
oh my God.
And I had braces at the time, so it hit me right here. I've still got a scar, an X right here. It went straight through. And they thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And then they gave me some water. They're swish it around, try and clean it out. And so I did that, and water just starts squirting out of the hole. And so call my parents, and my dad loves telling the story. He's like, we got a call, and it's one of your friends. And, Mr. Brazel, there's blood everywhere. We don't know what to do. We're on the golf course. And that's not one person had a cell phone. There's not a lot of GPS out there. So
Yeah.
that's my dumbest injury. That's still I love golfing to this day. If there's a tree, I'll take 2 strokes and I'll kick the ball. I'll kick it back out of the fairway. I'm not. That was 8th grade.
Wise move.
But that was 14 years ago. So that's my injury story.
Oh man. Probably not surprising to you guys. This is hard for me because I've had a lot. So it was hard to narrow down one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want the one from my childhood or the more recent one?
I've already heard the shoot yourself
in the foot with the BB gun. Yep, that one. I thought I've told that one before, so we'll skip that one then because yes, I
let's
shot.
Go with the recent one.
I shot myself in the foot with a BB gun when I was a child, and it was not great.
Yeah.
But okay, so this one happened. I was 21 or 22. I was in college, and I think it was like the tail end of Christmas break, probably like the Thursday before we were supposed to get, classes were supposed to start again. So I went back to Purdue early because I think Christmas break's like a month long when you're in college. So by that time, I was like, I'm ready to get out of mom and dad's house. I'm just going to go back. So I went back and was hanging out, and there were a few other buddies that were up there. So we had plans to meet at Harry's at like noon, just, have a good old fashioned drunken day. And I was like, sure, that sounds great. So, I'm getting ready, get outside, get out of the shower, getting ready to get cleaned up and head over there. And I have this annoying tag on my jeans that I really wanted to cut off. So I grab my pocket knife and get ready to cut it off. And as I do, the pocket knife folds onto my finger. And I still have a scar where it just it hits. And I'm like, oh, that kind of hurt. But at first there's no blood. I'm like, maybe it wasn't that bad. Then my whole finger just opens up and blood starts pouring out of it. And I'm like, I immediately get lightheaded. I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh God. So I just run and grab a towel and just hold it on my fingers. I think I've learned somewhere in my life that pressure is supposed to stop bleeding or whatever. So I'm just got a death grip on my finger. And then I get real lightheaded. So I just lay down on my bed and I just lay there. I think I passed out for 5 minutes. And then I get up and I'm like, all right, I gotta get cleaned up. So I walk into the bathroom and start washing it. And as soon as the cold water hits my finger, I don't know what happens, but I wake up later and I'm just on the bathroom floor and had I think I passed out and fell down, hit my head on the toilet and bit my lips. And it's bleeding too. So, yeah, eventually I did get cleaned up. I think I just put a Band-Aid and duct tape on my finger and then still made it to Harry's and drank all day. But halfway through the day, I think as you drink, your blood gets thinner. It just started oozing out my duct tape Band-Aid again. So I had to retape up. But yeah, so almost cutting my finger off, trying to cut a tag off my jeans. Not great.
Good.
But moral of the story, I did still make it to Harry's. So that's what's important.
Yeah, totally agree there. I guess I'll keep with the gruesomeness, I guess. I was going to go with a
there better be blood here, Luke. We've set a precedent.
Yeah. There was blood. So I'll set the stage for you. I was at my aunt and uncle, so Barb and Randy's, Kyle, you would know.
Yep.
And downstairs playing basketball. And this is when I'm relatively young, I think, 4, 5, 6. And the basketball goal was just a huge metal goal. And it was adjustable, but it was only adjustable by a screwdriver sticking in the hole because either that's how they made things back then or yeah. You just had to jab it in the hole in there.
Yeah.
So, of course it was up really high and way too high for me. So I couldn't reach or I couldn't shoot the hoop. So I was like, I'm just going to adjust the goal. So firmly grabbed the bottom, grabbed the screwdriver, pulled it out, and this goal came smashing down right on my hand.
Oh,
no. Blood goes everywhere, and I'm screaming. I'm like a kid, right? So I'm carrying my bloody hand up the steps at Barb and Randy's, and I'm screaming, and I'm like, I broke me, I think is probably what I think. So I had to go and get, I think, I don't know how many stitches, 8, 10 stitches in my thumb, right in the middle of winter. And I always remember because there's a picture of me building a snowman and everybody's outside and I'm just sitting there that's all I could do. So, yeah.
I'd like to see that photo.
It was a gruesome mess.
Man. Ugh. Well, glad we all survived.
Yeah. Now, for all of you who have vomited out of sheer hearing about blood stories, we're going to help you come back with some nice food stories. And I thought of this when I saw the news article and I was like, we have to talk about this. So Hostess is making a Twinkies that is Ghostbuster themed. And I think it has a fruit filling. So I don't know if it's actual fruit or if it's fruit flavored icing or what exactly it is. But there's that. And I want to talk about if there's a one-time snack maybe that you've had or something that you used to really like that isn't around anymore.
Okay. Okay.
So I've just looked up these. Are they the key lime slime Twinkies? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh no, these are actual Ghostbuster. I think the filling is like blue.
Interesting. Okay. I just think it's too much. I mean, the beautiful thing about a Twinkie for me is it's just a Twinkie. Like it just is what it is. Throw it in and it's done. I just think it's doing too much.
Yeah. I don't know. When did we decide we needed to mess with Twinkies? I thought they were pretty good by themselves, you know?
Have you guys tried the old frozen Twinkie?
No, that's interesting.
Yeah, freezing them is really good. What about deep fried? Have you had the deep fried one?
I have not.
I think I have at some point in my life, probably. I've eaten lots of deep fried things, so I would assume I have.
Start to run together.
When I worked at A&W, we would deep fry them, which you had to freeze them before deep frying them, and I think that's why I first had a frozen one too.
Makes sense.
But the deep fried Twinkie, that's a thing of beauty.
That sounds delightful. It really does. Mm.
Yeah, to me, this seems like everybody's going to buy one box. I feel like so many companies do this. Everybody will buy one box to try them.
Yeah.
And then
that's all they need is everybody to buy one box. That's enough.
Yeah, and it's still successful. Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as a snack that, might not be around anymore that I thoroughly loved, that was easy for me. Cream Savers. Do you guys remember those? I loved Cream Savers.
The little candies?
Yeah. Those things were so fucking addicting. They were awesome.
I think of like old ladies when I think of like my piano teacher had them, and I used to go and be like, no, just leave the bowl here.
The first time I ever had them, like they were in the candy dish at my mom's work. So then every time like she was like, I'm going to go to work, I'm like, can I come too? Just because I knew there would be Cream Savers in the candy dish, and I'd grab all of them. They were great.
Kyle, if any food deserves it, this one does. Say it.
What?
The one from 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Cosmic Brownies? Yeah.
No. Oh, is that what you're talking about?
The Cream Savers fuck?
Cream Savers fuck. Yeah.
I didn't want that to become too many. I don't want to say it too often. It loses its luster. It was a heat of the moment thing with Cosmic Brownies because I do believe that they fuck. But
so of course there was the strawberry and cream, but they also had probably
like a peaches and cream that was really good.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah.
I think I remember the strawberry and the peaches that were both awesome.
There was a green, but I'm trying to remember what it was. Pears? I don't know. Where's our research team?
Crack research team. We're on it. Get to it, guys. Come on. Faster. Green.
What are we looking up?
Green Cream Savers? I don't know. I'm having some trouble.
My honorable mention injury was I had a concussion when I was a kid. I jumped off my stairs, so maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know.
That's true. Or you're just confusing them for the Christmas nuggets you love so much. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I'm seeing
I will jump into mine. It's not the Christmas.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not seeing any green. I'm seeing bananas and cream, and then they did some that were like chocolate and caramel cream, strawberries.
Yeah.
Not seeing any green ones though for you. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll research later.
Okay.
If I figure it out, I'll buy some off of eBay.
I'm on Amazon. I might buy some.
My snack is maybe an asterisk with a snack, but I would consider this a snack. KFC actually had, I think they were called Chicken Littles, maybe at the time.
Yeah,
and they were
sounds familiar.
So they have the chicken, or they have the snackers now, and they market them or whatever. But they're nothing like they used to have. Of course, the time goes by and things get worse. This was a tiny sesame bun with a chicken strip essentially on it and peppered mayonnaise. And They were. I mean, I would almost steal it and use it here, Kyle, because Chicken Littles, they fuck.
Those things
but
fornicate. They got it.
they do, yeah.
I've got a picture of these
But-
things pulled up here, 2 for $3, and I have chills. I can see the pickles. I can see the mayonnaise.
Yeah. So I would always get no pickle. I'm not a pickle fan, but they were the greatest. And then in the prime of my life, I decided that I could recreate these at home by buying the old home style chicken strips.
Yeah.
And you could kind of make it. I made my own peppered mayonnaise, but they were so good. The peppered mayonnaise just, I know it sounds silly, but it meant a lot to the sandwich. And it is something that I still to this day miss tremendously.
I admire your passion.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever fortunate enough to have them when they were out, but sounds like you're making them for our next gathering.
Yeah, well, it really was probably when I was 16, 17, 18. So, you know, every time I drive to go out to eat, I'd be like, KFC, I'm going there.
And they're so small that you're allowed to have like 6 and it's cool, you know?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Tyler?
Well, for like, I just decided my answer is just where first place my mind went when you said that. And the first thing that came to mind, did you guys ever have Wonder Balls?
I think so.
I know what they are.
Were they
never
like,
had them.
they were like the chocolate balls that had some mystery inside of them?
Yeah, and like in my head, it was like mystery. It could be like anywhere from like a sweet tart candy type situation to like
Yeah.
a toy. Like
Yeah.
you never knew, like
Yeah,
you didn't even know if
anything-
it was edible.
Right, yeah. It could have been like a sticker in the middle.
Yeah, just like anything inside of it.
Yes.
And I remember they had a cool song. I don't remember what it was. I just remember people were like throwing it in the commercial and stuff.
Wonderball, Wonderball.
Could have been it.
Sure.
No.
And I just like I like chocolate, but my preference is like sour and tart candies, and so I just remember like I would get like 3 of them and then just like bash them open and try and like get what's on the inside, just like chocolate.
Fuck this chocolate.
And I like chocolate.
I feel like you should have just bought sweet tarts, man. There's an easier way to do this. Not get mad when you got a little toy and no sweet tarts in your chocolate ball.
Well, sweet tarts don't have a cool song, and
That's
also,
It's true.
they're not in a ball, and you don't get a break of them. So, that's where my head went.
Sweet tarts, if you're listening, you know, $1 million idea here. Make a ball that you can break before you eat it. He'll buy a truckload of them.
I got excited there. For the first time, you guys are moving on my screen. And
Oh, nice. Well, welcome.
welcome. And I'm going to stick with food for this last one because I think it's interesting. Definitely not via Twitter map. The worst fast food restaurant for Indiana, or Indiana's voted worst, was Wendy's, which I thought was interesting. So,
Just factually not true.
I mean,
I agree.
Those are fighting words.
Yeah.
look, it was a Twitter map. It wasn't.
I have never.
Tyler will go to war. That's his girl. Wendy.
But since that's obviously wrong, I want us to discuss what is the worst fast food restaurant. And I think we've covered this in a previous episode, but
Probably. I don't know. My opinions probably have changed.
No, I don't mean that, but a fast food restaurant, meaning I think like a combo meal. Was that our criteria?
I can't remember. I don't know.
Drive-through combo meal, something like that.
Something like that. I think yeah, it's something like if they have numbers, I think I vaguely remember saying that. If you say I can I get a number 1?
Because now El Reparo has a drive-through, so that's not it. But it's
Right.
if you can get a combo meal number 1, yeah.
Yeah, then I don't know if mine qualifies, but that's okay. I have a backup. So
Okay.
all right,
I also have.
you want to go right ahead then? Oh, that's
No.
not fast food.
So I somehow think during quarantine I've caused Greensburg to have a Smirnoff shortage.
I was gonna say you normally don't get Absolute if you're a Smirnoff guy.
No, and I there's a shortage right now.
Yeah, they didn't realize how much I mean, you're the only guy who buys it, so they really just try to keep it stocked for you. No one else is buying Smirnoff vanilla vodka.
When you held up that bottle,
shortage right now.
I thought like you were announcing to us that we've got a sponsor, and you were just abandoning all your morals, and you're like, I've always drank absolute vanilla, nothing else. Just eating away your insides.
Yeah.
But no, somebody else can go first.
Okay, I'll just go right ahead. I don't know, when you texted us, you phrased it most hated fast food. So just one that really did something to irk me is how I took it. And like I said, I don't know if this one counts, but I'll go ahead with it. Papa Murphy's, cook the goddamn pizza, you lazy bastards. All right, that pisses me off. Okay, what's the point of selling people frozen pizza? Like, I can go to Walmart and get that.
I mean, Kyle, you make sense coming from a guy who cooks the pizzas.
Yeah, right.
Like I had a friend that worked at Papa Murphy's, and like on a Friday, he'd be like, "Man, that was like a crazy night." And I was like, "What, to make pizzas?"
You didn't even cook them.
You did 1,000 times. What
You didn't have to. Yeah, you didn't have to deliver. You didn't have to go serve it to people. All you did was throw it on some dough.
You didn't have to cook it. You didn't have to cut it. You didn't have to pull it, box it, or anything. I mean, you just wrapped it in some shit, and oh God, you struck a nerve. That's
yeah.
Is that the equivalent to a receptionist saying, "Busy day at the hospital today"? Man,
probably, yeah, right? Yeah, so Papa Murphy's, I hate them. Yeah, get out of here. If that doesn't count as fast food, this kind of blends in with our last topic and snacks that got away, thing that I really miss. So I guess it's why I have to say I'm mad at the restaurant for it. McDonald's for getting rid of Orange Lava Burst High C. That stuff was awesome. It was the best drink to get with McDonald's breakfast, and they just don't have it anymore. And it's such a travesty because that stuff was awesome. Now when I get McDonald's breakfast, I just opt to not get a drink. Like, they'll ask if I want. I'm just like, no.
No.
I still ask every time if they have IC, and they still tell me no. I just have to. I have to.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah, I can't give it up. So yeah, I'm still a little mad at McDonald's for getting rid of Orange Lava Burst High C.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk real quick about the fact that a bunch of restaurants just got rid of a bunch of stuff? Like, Wendy's doesn't have the wraps anymore. McDonald's doesn't have grilled chicken, anything anymore.
Taco Bell got rid of everything with potatoes.
Well, but did you hear that Cheesy Fiesta potatoes are coming back, and like one other one, March 11th? It's the new
griller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the new important date.
The spicy chicken go wrap was one of my go-tos at Wendy's. I lived for that thing.
Yeah. Weird. I'll jump in. My probably most hated is Burger King, and I think it's because before not too long ago they only had one style of chicken sandwich, and it was like the long thin one that was not chicken at all.
Yeah.
And like the first time I went there, and I'm like, I love chicken sandwiches, and I was like, I'll have a chicken sandwich, and I was like, what did you give me? What is this? I think now they do have like a home style chicken, and they're like, well, our normal isn't home style. I'm like, it's not chicken, right? It's not the home style part I'm worried about.
That's not the word in that sentence that I'm worried.
Yeah. And I don't know. The Whopper could do without it. I get
mad at the Whopper because the Whopper doesn't automatically come with cheese on it. Like, who the fuck wants just a hamburger? Yeah. No, put some cheese on that bitch. Because a Whopper with cheese is a great sandwich, but I hate that I have to ask for it. Like, you should know. If you're grilling up a patty, we're going to put some cheese on that bitch. That's just how it's going to be.
And it's probably an extra 25 cents, too.
Right.
Unreal.
I mean, I'll play devil's advocate to both of you real quick, just try and, see the other side of things. I just want to defend your respective institutions that you named. Papa Murphy's double stacked stuffed pepperoni pizza is one of the greatest things ever.
Yeah,
they should cook
They introduced me with the concept of stuffed pizzas, which is pretty awesome.
So that in their defense on that end, I'm not defending they're not cooking the pizzas. And then Burger King, their chicken fries were revolutionary.
Yeah, so I do enjoy Burger King. It's just that the whole no cheese on the Whopper thing kind of upsets me.
Rubs you wrong. I understand.
Yeah. Tyler,
it's just such a simple fix,
Yeah. Tyler, I have kids, and I buy chicken fries at the store now, and I eat the shit out of them. I don't need Maybe they came up with it, but Walmart.
You mean you don't get the dino? You don't get the Dino Nuggets for your children?
Yeah.
Bad dad.
One time I got Paw Patrol mac and cheese thinking I was dad of the year, And Hux got mad because it was shaped funny. I'm like,
He's like,
yes,
"Get
it's
this shit
shaped like your favorite cartoon characters.
Look at it.
You wouldn't eat it.
You dumb little kid, just eat it.
Well, I mean, all I'm going to say about that is I don't think the frozen bags of chicken rings at the store have a nice box that you fold over and your sauce sits in it nicely. That's all I'm saying.
I've always been a nugget. Chicken nuggets are way better than chicken fries guy. It's just who I am fundamentally.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean,
You really picked a topic that I'm passionate about.
fast food.
And
It's true.
Honestly, I wish it was like 2 weeks later because I have Big Monday coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle's familiar with.
Are you doing that again this year?
Yep. Yeah. I'm hosting this
Go
year.
ahead and explain.
So Big Monday
give it to
is a very. Are you of the Roman Catholic faith, Luke? Are you familiar with Fat Tuesday?
The way I was like, we were raised Catholic. You know, Luke actually grew up in our church's backyard, so it's.
So Fat Tuesday, you know.
Yeah.
Familiar. So a couple of years ago, there was, we had some events, a couple of friends and I, on Fat Tuesday where we couldn't get together. So and it was time for us to give up a little fast food. It was like Wendy's a couple times a week, McDonald's every Sunday. It was time to, reflect and give up a little bit. So we decided to have Big Monday, where we eat all the types of fast food in one big feast. And then we give up fast food for 40 plus days for Lent. And so, we have all the staples. We do like a couple people like stopped at like Arby's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King. A couple people got McDonald's, Taco Bell. Who am I missing? Chick-fil-A, Arby's. I don't know. All of Wendy's, classic. Yeah. Pretty much any. I think there was like a Popeyes in there and a KFC was in there. Someone got a Famous Bowl and brought it. Nice. And then we gather around, we say our prayers, and then we eat all the fast food we possibly can. And then we just get horizontal for a couple hours and crawl home. And then we don't have fast food for a couple months. So it's a very special topic to me.
I have 3 comments for the usual. I'll start with the first. A friend and I, when we first got our license, we would go to every fast food restaurant in Greensburg and get one item. So you would have to get your burger or chicken, main course from one, fries if you wanted it from one, drink if you wanted it from one, but one thing from every restaurant in Greensburg. And I think there were 5 or 6 fast food restaurants. Pretty cool thing to do. Like pretty fun to pick your one item from everyone. You could get 6 sandwiches if you wanted. You could get 6 Cokes if you want from all the different places. But a really fun thing that we always did. So appreciate the effort on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
2, thank you, Kyle. A little weird to me always to give up fast food because during Lent, the only good, easy thing to get is a fish sandwich.
Wrong.
Mostly from Arby's. Like
Arby's fish sandwich, they are the market leader in fast food fish sandwiches for sure. Theirs are awesome.
It is so hard to give up fast food during Lent just because of Ash Wednesday and Fridays because, I mean, PB&J is fine, but after like 3 weeks of PB&J, you're like, give me a break. Come on.
Cheese quesadillas.
Give me something.
Cheese quesadillas. There you go.
Pizza.
Yeah.
I guess you could just get a boatload of French fries too.
Yeah. But then you want to put bacon or chili cheese on them.
Yeah. You're right. I do.
Do you remember when Taco Bell had the shrimp taco for for 1 year?
I don't think so.
We had shrimp back in my
real.
Pizza Hut days, and it was like my sister worked at Pizza Hut, and she started 3 years before me. And when I left 3 years, so 6 years after she was there, that same bag of shrimp was in the freezer.
I didn't even know Pizza Hut had shrimp, so that's probably for the best.
But I guess to answer the original question, I kind of took this question in. You guys kind of have your personal vendettas against places. I took it as like, what is the most hated fast food restaurant that I like? I don't agree with that take, maybe. And for me, that's White Castle. That's the one that I'll stand by forever. People in these parts hate on White Castle. I'll eat chicken rings all day. They used to have buffalo chicken rings that were really good. I like my chicken in weird shapes. I prefer them to be
Fries and rings. You just got the old. well.
And I just think that say what you want about a slider, but if you just have two, you're okay, and it's a delightful experience.
So your take is that White Castle is good when people do hate on it.
Yes, I took it as what place do people hate that they hate it, and I give my opinion on it is kind of my thought. And I think White Castle gets too much hate.
That's fair.
If I had to pick one I hate, it's Long John Silver's.
Oh, you hate Long John Silver's. Okay. I feel like I went through a big Long John Silver's kick because, like, growing up in Greensburg, it's KFC and Long John Silver's in the same building. It's a KFC / Long John Silver's, so you get a little both worlds. And
it's just a fact that combo restaurants are better.
Mm-hmm.
And in Batesville, it's KFC Taco Bell,
which is awesome.
Yeah,
you get a famous bowl and a steak quesadilla, and you're like, I am sitting good.
Kyle, I was going to say we got rid of Andy, and then we picked up Andy with screwing things up here on our decisions.
Just taking things to however he wants to do them. Miss you, Andy. Love you.
All right, so that's it. But Tyler, I want to know, do you want me to open your gift and show you, or do you want Kyle to bring you your gift?
I think you'd rather give it to me on here.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
So the second?
You go get it right now and show
right
him.
Now.
Yes,
okay,
right
so
now.
This is the only box that I've not even opened it. Like, I'm just assuming this is what it is. It could be a dead puppy right now. It's been sitting here forever.
Or a dead possum. I've seen that in White Elephant gifts before. So it's.
You have to take us to the bathroom with you to get it, or
nope? You guys wait here. I'll go get it. It is literally in the biggest box.
Oh,
so you guys be entertaining for 45 seconds. All right.
That's gonna be difficult.
Okay. Okay.
I'm excited. What do you think?
Me too.
Do you know what it is?
I have no idea. No, I don't know either. So
if there's one thing I'm historically horrible at, it's reacting to presents. This is like my least favorite thing.
Gonna go. Yeah.
I feel like you wanted it.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. It could be anything. There's no way it's that IU toilet. God, I hope it is, but there's no way. There's no way. That'd be too good.
In a big box, Kyle? I don't know.
I know. It could be.
I'm gonna demand he ship it to me in a crate.
One of those man crates with a crowbar. You have to open it. Oh gosh. I hope he doesn't throw out his back bringing it. It's
I'm just figuring out how he's gonna if it's a big box, how does he fit it in the screen here?
Yeah, especially because I can tell he's already in the closet, so there can't be a lot of room to operate. Oh.
So I also.
Is that a knife?
Yes.
This was downstairs, so I also thought it would be funny if I fell on the stairs and I just never came back. And you guys were like, where's? Right, so for reference, this is it's a full size box here.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm nervous.
Me too.
Me three. We have scissors, safety first here.
Also, Bravo
off your finger.
Bravo, yeah, don't do that. Bravo not being out of breath after walking up the stairs carrying a box, Luke. That's impressive.
No, I am.
You're hiding it well then. That's good.
Kyle, since you've left us, we've had to use the stairs 3 different times in this office, and I'm usually leading the way, and it's there's a line behind me. And I was like, nobody else?
Sucks.
What was that, 6th place?
Yeah, that's terrible. Ugh.
Brutal. Oh boy.
So you've heard the story of, my original plan, which backfired tremendously when I found a weird toilet, and then you found weird writing on the toilet. I mean, that gift is the one that got away for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to top that.
Somehow I think I found something that might be cooler. I don't know. Might not be.
Ooh.
This is my first time seeing this too, just so you know.
I can't wait for Luke to go, and then show it to you.
I have bubble wrap. I don't need any more of that.
Okay.
This is a fold-out chair. It's very vintage. If you can see the like.
That is beautiful.
No. I think you might be confused yet.
Yeah. Oh wow.
This is a. I'm gonna pretend this is from like a stadium somewhere.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but
look at that thing! Holy cow!
It's pretty sweet.
I can tell Tyler wants to hug you. This is
I do.
this is
I mean,
big.
if I could come over that computer right now, I would. That is incredible.
So that is, Tyler, your gift from me. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. I'm putting it at my desk, by the way, on my desk chair.
Yes, you should.
Oh,
You do with it whatever you want.
yeah. This podcast is too good to me. Merry Christmas.
There is admittedly one other gift, but Kyle is getting the same one, so I can't show you because it's got to be a surprise for him. So surprise for you later.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's it. That's it for Christmas, Kyle. Well, first, Tyler, really bummed that you're not going to be able to make it down. I think, Kyle, you're 100% in on this polar plunge, right?
Yeah. Yep. I'll be there Saturday at noon. Right, noonish.
So we are jumping into what has to be.
My mom found out about it, right? I think my mom texted you. Was it for your birthday or something? And she was like,
text?
probably. But I went home last weekend too, and she's like, I heard you're doing a polar plunge here soon. I was like, yep. She's like, what are you gonna jump into? I was like, I don't know. I assume Luke's just gonna spray us with the hose or something. But it's. I was like, whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be recorded for content, so you'll see it soon enough.
It will be recorded. No, it's so my neighbor does a polar plunge every year, and I was like, it would be fun. I was talking to Adam, and he's like, I'm totally in, and I'm like, everybody will do this, and nobody's excited about it. Of course, I mean, normal, but so my neighbor literally, I got his number and texted him. I was like, hey, is this okay? It's on your property or whatever. He texted me today, and he's like, how many people are doing this? And I was like, between 5 and 8. Like, there won't be all that many. And he goes, all right, well, I'm going to make hot chocolate. I'll get the heaters running in the morning and all this stuff. And he's like, also, you guys can just jump in my hot tub afterwards. It's fine. That helps like cancel it out or whatever. But he's like, if you invited 20 guys, I didn't want to jam everybody in there or whatever.
Yeah.
I just needed to use your water. Like, we'll deal with the consequences. But now it's a whole event.
I'm excited. I mean, any reason to throw a party, I'm game for. So as soon as you mentioned party afterwards, I was like, hell, I'll do it naked.
It sounds like a guy who used to have an annual polar plunge himself, and like every winter he like stares out there like drinking his like hot chocolate, be like
just dreaming of days past. Yeah.
So Tyler, don't be shocked if you get a FaceTime at some point on.
And it's just us going, hey, Tyler.
And I'm going to answer right in the office. So
Good.
I was going to say being me and Kyle being like, hey.
We might be hammered too. You don't know. So.
All right. Well, obviously stay tuned for the polar plunge. It will be on video. So it'll be coming straight to this YouTube channel. And just thanks for listening. And until next week, have fun.
Yeah. Bye-bye. See you guys.